Alright, going to go eat some lunch at Corky's. Cam's is doing a selfie out here. So pretty. Alright, Candace, what you got in front of you over there?
Pulled brisket sandwich, slaw and beans. They normally put their slaw on the sandwich. I don't care for that.
Yeah, I don't either. I've never had that before.
I have.
Some
kind of bread here.
I've got pulled pork. Potato salad with, that's paprika, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, I was thinking cayenne pepper.
Yeah,
it's like, man, that's gonna be hot. And then you got beans and slaw. So.
Well, no, it might be.
Is it? No, cayenne? That would be too much cayenne. That would be blazing hot.
It's like a seasoned salt.
Anyway, it looks pretty good. All right, we just ate some Corky's barbecue. It was okay.
Yeah, I mean,
we got better in Baton Rouge. Saying.
Well, we just had the sandwiches. From what someone told me, their ribs are pretty dang good.
Hey, I wasn't impressed with the sandwich. Though. I mean, it was not bad, but whatever.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're gonna continue with the questions. If you haven't been watching, we've got 2 other videos before this where we answer some other questions, and we drive. That's what we're gonna do that for like 3 or 4 videos here. So.
Yeah. So we've just left Memphis. We have about a little over 2 hours before we get
to the Hobbit Hole.
The Hobbit Hole. Yeah. So here we go. This is from the Reluctant Therapist.
Okay.
Have you considered blue fleece as a backdrop? The fleece absorbs the light to reduce glare, and blue is a good contrasting color for neutral colors.
I haven't. It's smart. This is to do with some black shoes I took a picture of. Converse. They have black and white on them. So I tried a white background. Did not work. Ended up doing it on like a black poster board, and it worked. But a color would have been better. Yeah, I mean, and I said maybe red, but yeah, blue would be good too. You're a therapist, right? So.
Or could you do green and then use that to change the background? Like put them sitting on a beach?
Do you want shoes that were sitting on a beach though?
So
it might look like they washed up from a shipwreck or something. But no, I mean, if the therapist, the reluctant therapist, advises maybe you should use blue, I'm sure it's some kind of psychological thing, some kind of soothing thing or whatever. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I'll tell you one thing. To get to the point, fleece, they're right. Fleece absorbs.
And non-wrinkly.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, it doesn't wrinkle easy anyway. But it absorbs the light.
The light doesn't bounce.
It does not bounce. Yeah. So that's pretty smart. Yeah. Good idea.
All right, this next one is from Bad Brad 23. I have a good question about lighting. I'm going to.
Oh boy, I saw this one, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to answer it. But...
Okay. I'm going to get some lights like the ones you have, but I sell car parts, and some are very small, like bolts and up-close macro pictures. Every time I try, I even use some 30 LED USB lights. Just looks horrible with shadows. Right now, I just adjust the brightness in each pic and makes it a whole lot better. Those lights you have are great for large things, but very small things, very different.
No, I don't think so. I think those lights I have are very good for small things. Because, I mean, they bathe the object in light. If you're talking about something small, I think those lights I have are, like, perfect for that.
Because it'll be more spread out over the object.
No, yeah. I mean, it's so much... No, for a small object, those lights are perfect, I think. You never know until you actually take the pictures. But.
It could be... He says he has a good camera, high-zoom camera. It could be his lens also, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, the lens I use on my camera right now, I use a DSLR, and it's nice, it's okay. But the lens I use, it's not a macro lens.
Right.
Like, for real small stuff, with a DSLR, you have to use a macro lens to really get that close focus. Because, like, I use a 40mm pancake prime lens, and the closest I can get...
What's the speed limit?
I have no clue.
Looks like think they're chilling out together.
They're rolling
Are they?
speed traps. No, they're not. No, they're not rolling.
Anyway.
Okay. We're safe now, at least. I'll come clean. You think I should come clean about my contraband now? I haven't been talking about my contraband. Got a sack full of. Never mind. But no. Yeah, I think, man, those lights are good for small things. I think you'll find that. I hope you do anyway.
What kind? Yeah, let us know what kind of lens you're using. I'm curious.
He said he's got a good.
He says a good camera.
Okay.
A high zoom camera. Wait, no.
High zoom camera.
Wait. You didn't let me finish reading.
I'm sorry.
I have some nice cameras too, but a high zoom camera is not good either.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But I tell you, if you're using a DSLR, you got to use a macro lens to take small photos like that, or just like crop the hell out of it. But then you can end up with a lot of noise and artifacts from zooming and stuff. So.
Yeah.
But the lights, I think you'll be good with.
Yeah.
All right, what we got?
All right, the next question is Horizon.
Oh, that's not a question. That's a statement. I just liked it, so I wanted you to read it.
Okay, the next statement is from Horizon Pix. I have done that in person at flea markets. Okay. I have done that in person at flea markets or garage sales. Been the helpful one.
Oh.
A much different response back when the sellers don't realize that the bad one is swapped into the newer replacement box. Either they just disagree and are annoyed, or they take it back and apologize. An honest mistake, usually. That's why a little dialogue is important when buying and selling. No one is an expert on everything. What is this
Okay,
about?
so you remember those motorcycle parts I picked up at the estate sale? Were you there?
Last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you about them.
Right. Okay. Sorry. So you remember them?
No.
So one of them was this performance cam thing, and it was in the box, and it turned out, and I listed it. It turned out the cams that are in the box were the original cams, and the performance cams are undoubtedly installed on the motorcycle. And an eBay buyer or potential eBay buyer messaged me and said, "Hey, those aren't the cams. Those aren't the right cams. If they were, they would say such and such is trying to help or whatever." And then, I messaged him back. I thanked him, and I thanked him like a pretty good bit. And then he messaged me back and said, "I've messaged people before, and they don't take it well. Like they get mad.
They get offended." Yeah.
And I'm like, that makes no sense. I did a little video about it, spot my video.
That's reminding me of something else that you need to check for in the box. Is it computers?
Video cards.
Video cards, yes.
Yeah. I had that same thing happen with a video card.
Right. Make sure it didn't get
Sure
swapped
did.
out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why I said during the video I made, I should have known better. But
Yeah.
I made a mistake. Somebody helped me out. Like Horizon Pig said, some people take it well, and some people get pissed off.
Yeah.
I know John. Well, I won't tell that story. I'll leave that to him.
We'll let John tell that story.
That's two things I'm not telling. All right, what's next?
Full of secrets today.
I know.
The next question is from Shannon Caballero. How do you ship your DVD VCR combos, and what is your favorite way to ship jeans?
DVD combos, a lot of times they're light enough and they're going close enough that I'll use priority with the VHS DVD combos. And if they're narrow enough, I will Frankenbox 2 12x12x8 USPS priority boxes. If they're not, I'll get another bigger box and Frankenbox it down. I'll resize it. And this is probably really loud here.
Do you want to redo
Yeah,
this question? You
Guys.
guys, there's a truck full of these poor turkeys. Look at them, how sad. Oh my gosh.
Whole 18 mil. Okay, so anyway, to wrap that question up, I'll usually put a couple of wraps around the combo, and I'll loose fill with styrofoam peanuts usually, or really thick paper, and that's it. They're pretty light. Whenever you're dealing with heavier stuff like stereos and stuff, it gets a little harder, but that's how I do the combos. What was the other part of the question?
What is your favorite way to ship jeans?
Favorite way? The only way I usually ship jeans is if they're going to be over a pound, I'll put them in a padded flat rate envelope. I mean, I know they have that other kind, the legal or just the flat rate envelope that's not padded. I've never shipped a pair of jeans like that though. And then if they weigh less than a pound, then of course I'll just put them in a poly mailer. So I don't know if it's favored or not, but.
Okay, the next question is from Kim Cassidy. I bought a box of about 60 reel-to-reel tapes.
Okay.
All blank media with some recordings on them and 8 sealed. I can't test them. Any listing advice? I will describe them, but do they generally have any issues? Any reel-to-reel information would be appreciated. Love your videos. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. So my only experience with reel-to-reel so far has been I've gotten a few sealed reel-to-reels, like sealed blank ones, and just sold them as new. No problems. Never had a problem yet. I think I've sold like 4 of them like that. As far as pre-recorded reels, I bought 26, I think, at a yard sale last year. And I mean, this is only one yard sale, but I think I've sold 23 of them now. One guy complained about the recording quality on one reel, and he actually messaged me before he bought it saying, hey, if I'm not happy with this reel, like if it's low quality, can I return it? And I said, yeah, sure. And lo and behold, the one question asker is the one guy that I got a return from on those reel-to-reels. So
I will say, didn't you call, and like we have a record store in Baton Rouge that he called about testing, and it was pretty expensive.
No, they want an arm and a leg. I mean, I would have been better off just getting a working reel-to-reel. I actually have a couple of reel-to-reels I need to list.
But I mean, that just because it was in our local record shop, maybe try yours. They might be really cheap, or they might just let you try it, you know.
Yeah.
So
I tried.
I know you did.
So ultimately, I was like, well, you know what I'll do? I'll just list them and
take a chance.
If they don't like it, send it back, and I'll just tell them it wasn't tested.
Yeah.
And then still charge tested money,
Yeah.
you know. And they can take a shot. Like a lot of times, the reel-to-reels, there aren't that many reel-to-reels for sale, so you kind of got the market by the you-know-what's there.
Yeah.
So give it a shot. It's going to depend on how they were stored, and the climate, and all that kind of stuff. So good luck with it, though.
This question from Chris in Florida 1 kind of goes back to the shipping question. He says, hey, may I ask where you get your boxes to ship VCRs?
I'll usually buy them from Home Depot, and then cut them down to size, or use my box resizer to fold it down to size. Home Depot has good boxes, and they're pretty cheap. You know, if we have used boxes around, I don't mind using those too. But I'll typically use Home Depot boxes. All right.
All right. A Google user 1 wants to know, how do you ship your hats?
Currently, I'm shipping my hats, and I bought a ton. I got a really stupid good deal on 6x6x6 boxes from Home Depot. I think I bought like 700 of them or something last year. So I use those because I have so many. I think the ideal size for hats, though, to make sure you're never ever trying to really squish the hat into the box, would probably be a 7x7x7. I have seen people do the Ziploc bag with the air in it, not trick, and then put that into a poly. That ain't for me. I ain't saying it's good or bad. I ain't gonna do it. I think it's cheesy. And then, yeah, I would use a box.
You've had a comment from someone before that really appreciated you putting the hat in a box, didn't you?
think I did actually on a feedback maybe, but yeah. And I've never had any problems shipping hats in a box. You know it's good. But I mean, if you want to take chances with other methods, that's on you. Because I mean, I take chances here and there myself. So, what else we got?
What is that? A rocket ship?
I think it's an airplane engine, maybe. Looks like pistons.
There's a big old engine.
Just trying to figure out what that is, guys. I think it's some kind of turbine, of some sort. Maybe? No. Actually, that's some kind of drill stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, that looks like some kind of oil drill stuff. All right, let's wrap this thing. Are we done?
There's one more. Well, there's kind of. Yeah, there's one more question.
Are you gonna hand? Okay, go ahead.
This question it's pretty long and detailed, so I need you to really pay attention. Okay, you ready?
I'm driving here.
This is from Justin Walters.
Okay.
I might have missed this in a previous video, but what did you decide to do about free 30-day returns?
Okay.
I'm on the fence on what to do. I sell mostly heavy vintage items. My average shipping costs are about $12 to $15. My current return rate is about 1%, pretty low. Although these items are typically fragile, not easily packed. The few I get sent back each year break about 50% of the time from buyers not knowing how to pack for the return. I just can't see accepting free returns even with my small return percentage just to get a 10% discount on a 12% selling fee.
Yep.
If I'm doing the math right, that's about $1.20 on every $100 item. I also feel that not offering free returns sometimes make a buyer keep an item because they think they will be out the $15 return shipping fee.
Because they will.
Maybe you could talk about this in your Q&A video.
Yeah. He makes all the points that I would make.
Yeah.
He said heavy vintage items. Well, here's the deal with heavy vintage items. Is it like, I'm thinking with heavy vintage items, you probably don't have a whole lot of competition anyway.
The last two, I ordered some vintage drinking glasses off of eBay from two separate buyers. Both packages had, one of them, like half of them were broken, and another one had a few of them that were broke. It's very disappointing.
But here's the deal though, selling heavy vintage items, in most cases you're not going to have that much competition, so in a category or an item where you don't have much competition, why offer free returns?
Right.
You know, I wouldn't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it now unless somebody...
Yeah, if you have really unique items.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not good. Maybe if you're a clothing seller and a lot of the other clothing sellers are doing it, and it's super competitive space anyways, and it's flooded with clothes, and maybe you got to do it. And the shipping in that, for clothes is not going to be $12. It's going to be like $3 or $7, something like that. So I mean, yeah, selling the stuff you're selling? No way. No, absolutely not. No way. So yeah, I'm not going to do it anyway.
Okay. Uniquely Me asked, how did you two meet? Which we kind of touched on that on the last video.
Yeah, but you can say it again.
And was it love at first sight?
Was it?
No.
No.
For neither one of us. We had known each other a few years before we started.
Okay, well go ahead. How we meet, go ahead.
Just watch the last video.
Wait, why'd you roll your eyes? I saw that. You thought you could get away with that?
Because he wants everyone to know that I went after him.
No, because I've looked at the comments for a few videos that you've been in now, and I'm getting this like whole Beauty and the Beast vibe.
Axe murderer.
Yeah, axe murderer. You married up.
Actually, I'm older than him.
No, married up means like you're out of my league. Would you agree with that?
No.
Am I out of your league?
I have my faults too.
Am I out of my league? I mean, are you out of your league?
What?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. All right, so where are we at here? We're at Stanton, Danceyville Road.
Danceyville Road.
On the way to
the Hobbit Hole.
The Hobbit Hole, probably about an hour and a half out, I hope. Something like that. And I'm going to be shooting a lot of video. I have my GoPro for the first time, and I have an actual GoPro with me. I'm going to be shooting a ton of video during the thing. We're going to see John. We're going to meet John tonight. Meet a bunch of other people over the next couple of days, and we're going to buy a bunch of good stuff, I hope. And we're going to share it with y'all.
Yeah.
After we get back and have time to edit video. So, good job reading questions. That was it. No, look at the elbow. There you go. See?
That
it
one
works.
felt slightly off center.
No, yeah, but you heard the contact? So, all right. Bye, guys.